Today, we are going to talk about being present all day. This video is going to be very practical, and we are going to focus on the actual techniques to be present and how to effectively maintain this all throughout the day. I will also go through a lot of the presence techniques in this video as well. Practice what I teach in this video, then you will dramatically start reducing your negative thoughts as well as clear so much resistance for your manifestations. So I'm going to take you through what I would do when I apply this process. So when I first wake up, the first thing that I would want to do is to immediately get very present. So today we'll go through some of the processes that will help you become present. For me personally, I can just directly become present. I can just directly just be in the moment as awareness. It's like if you are in a jungle and you need to stay alert. How do you do that? You just directly focus intensely on this moment. It's as simple as that. But I know a lot of beginners struggle with this concept. So another thing I like to do is the inner body technique. And the simplest way to explain this and to do this is to take your attention and place it right here, kind of in your solar plexus area. Just anchor it in right here. Put 100% of your attention in your solar plexus. As you listen to this video, just place your attention right here. As you speak, place your attention right here and channel what you speak. Speak from a place of alignment with your inner body. So you're going to see whether you're doing a job, playing sports, talking to someone, doing an intense activity, or laying in bed doing nothing. You can place your attention right here and you enter the present moment because your body is always in the present moment. So you're no longer having your thoughts all over the place. You're literally just transferring that attention right here. So this will dramatically start reducing your negative thoughts. With all of these techniques, your attention is going to get lost many, many times, but just keep coming back here, right? So I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, put your attention right here and just stay in bed like for a few minutes and just put your attention right here. Most of us, the moment we wake up, our mind is running all over the place. We're picking up the same problems that we have active yesterday, right? So, but this morning, place your attention right here and then get up, move towards your day, take a shower, brush your teeth, all while having your attention right here. And then as you drive to school or your job, continue to place that awareness right here, all your awareness. You're going to be able to function and do everything that you want to do with your attention right here. You're going to see you naturally just react. You naturally are able to do things. It's almost like being on this divine autopilot. You actually just do everything much better. And the key is realizing that you never have to think. You never have to logically think. Anytime you start to engage in a lot of analytical thinking, you're just activating the vibration of the problem. You're just activating more negative thought momentum. So you want to get away from thinking altogether and realize that when you are present, you are channeling infinite intelligence 24/7. So you just receive solutions nonstop and you're able to act nonstop. You're able to just do things better nonstop. So another technique that I like to go to, this is actually how I first got started, is focusing on one thing intensely at a time. This will help you become present. So when you wake up in the morning, maybe your AC is on. You can focus on the AC with 100% of your attention. The inner body technique is actually just that, right? It's just you focusing on your inner body with 100% of your attention. Or maybe you focus on your breathing with all of your attention. Or maybe you're walking to the bathroom and you're focusing on left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, taking one step at a time in front of you. And then if you're using the shower, fully focusing on every step of the shower, meaning if you're washing your hair, you're fully focused on washing your hair. If you're washing your body, you're fully focused on washing your body. If you're talking to someone, you're fully focused on just speaking, talking to someone, not analytically speaking, but just focus on fully on them, and then the words will come. Or it can just be like the air conditioner, some type of mundane type of white noise. You can just focus on that. And then the last process is focus on the silent and empty space. So let's say you are hearing me talk. Instead of focusing on the content of my voice, focus on the empty space that surrounds it. Focus on the silence that contains it. So when you look at something in front of you, like this journal, instead of focusing on the actual journal, focus on the empty space that it exists in. So whatever I'm saying, focus on the silence that contains the noise. And you're going to see that like everything is silence. Like everything exists in this container of emptiness. So focus on the container of emptiness and you'll access consciousness and awareness and presence. So pick any one of those techniques, right? You'll find one that you like more than the others, or you can alternate between all of them. It doesn't matter, just pick one and commit to it. And what I would do is I would practice this technique from the moment that I wake up, and I'll do it as much as possible. So let's say, yeah, I wake up, I take a shower, brush my teeth, I'm being present, and then maybe I'm going to work. So I will drive to work, and in the morning, I would prefer no music as I drive to work. And I get to work and I'm still being present, my attention's in my inner body or whatever technique you might choose. And I'll work. And during work, this is where things usually are the most distracting, right? This is the time where managers, coworkers, customers are trying to talk to you. So just do your best in this segment. And this is where most of the triggers happen, right? Around other people and stuff. So this is where you lock in even more. And yeah, as you get through that, I like to take breaks from presence. Sometimes, like a lot of times, I'll do other parts of my spiritual practice, like affirmations, or I would, I'll go on my phone or then I'll listen to music, but I make sure I get a really strong start in presence. And then at some point, my intuition, my feelings, my path of least resistance changes. And I feel like, okay, like I just did really good with presence and let me just chill, right? Let me just eat my lunch and enjoy my favorite show on YouTube or whatever, right? So there's nothing wrong with that, right? But after I'm done with that and I chill for a little bit, I re-enter the present moment and recommit to that. And then even later on in the day, if I want to watch a Netflix show or whatever, I can fully become present as I watch that show. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be present as much as possible. Take some breaks, but depending on how much you struggle with your thoughts. If you struggle with more, then you really want to do more presence, a lot more. And I just feel like most people listening to this can do a lot more presence rather than less, right? If you're saying this process isn't working, it's probably because you're doing nowhere enough. Because a lot of people say they're present, but they're just present for a few seconds every day. Like they're present for like a minute, 5 times a day, 10 times a day. That's nothing. You need to fully become present. And if you can do that, your mind will quiet dramatically. The negative thoughts that are active in your vibration will dramatically reduce. Your negative emotional triggers will dramatically reduce day by day. And your manifestations, your external reality will improve dramatically. So this is a great way to clear resistance for your manifestations as well. Now, I just want to remind everyone that just because you're doing this process does not mean that you won't have bad days, that you won't get triggered or whatever. So you will get triggered. You will have bad days. That's a part of the process. But things will dramatically get better and better and better and better over time if you are very consistent and practicing this pretty aggressively. So just because you see progress today and then tomorrow you get triggered, or you have half of a good day and then you get triggered, that does not mean something's going wrong. Yes, you should be feeling daily progress. Like let's say if you practice this, you're feeling 10 out of 10 negativity. If you're really practicing this, tomorrow maybe you feel 9 out of 10. That's a huge shift, right? And then the next day you feel 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10 negative, right? But then eventually the negativity gets easier and easier and easier, and your reality dramatically changes. And also the momentum of the negative thoughts and emotions will be dramatically reduced. So you wake up and all of a sudden these negative thoughts and emotions are way easier to deal with. But yeah, it's important to find your perfect balance with this technique, right? Like you don't need to be doing this 24/7, although you could, right? That would be like really good. It just really depends on who you are, what you need from this technique, right? So let me know what you think. And for those of you who are really ready for transformation, I highly recommend a one-on-one coaching session with me, and you can learn more, link below.